Good morning, everybody. This computer had to do an update, and seemed like it should take less time than it did, but it took. But anyway, we're here. So let me go get the link posted up on the website. Dun, 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 dun. Dink. Edit. It's a little bit crazy today. All right. Control Command V. We're on the Macintosh now. Okay, scroll up. Dink, dink. Scroll down. Editor, edit, settings, update. Okay, so now we're back in business. So now we're in business. All right. Let me make sure my microphones are set where they're supposed to be. And we may not have anybody in class today because I'm getting in so late. I apologize. Macintosh decided they needed to do an update, and it took way longer than I thought it would. And I'm super bright. I don't have any. Let me turn this down here a little bit, see if that makes it any better. I don't know. Might probably makes it worse. I look tired. Goodness sake. That is why how you. Hey, Vic. It's overcast up in Eugene today. We're having a beautiful day here. It's going to be, I don't know, 40, 45, something like that. Nice and bright and sunny. Guys, I apologize for being in so late today. I was on a tight time frame to begin with. And then as soon as I started up this computer, which at this place over at the house, I have two choices. But here, this is my only choice. And it says, we have to update you. Or it didn't even give me the choice. It was like, we're updating your software. And we're like, okay, how long is that going to take? And of course, you can never tell. It says, well, it's going to take 24 minutes. And then, of course, it goes way faster than that. But in any event, we're here. We're going to play our list. And guys, will one of you remind me? I think we were going up the list. I think we played Winter Wonderland and White Christmas yesterday, I think. And so I think we're going to do, I think we're just going to take off from there. Or at least let me know what it is you think you'd like to play today in any event. Yeah, the blind. It's so weird. I could turn this light on. Oh, that's way too much. Down. Let's make it blue. Orange. Down. Maybe that'll help get rid of doesn't get rid of the bags under my eyes at all. All right. So anyway, what are you going to do? Guys, I do apologize for being late again. Yeah, super bright. All right. So maybe that's a little better. We'll see. Let's see. Good morning. Sunny now. Rain expected late tonight. Good. That's how we want life to be, right? You wake up, it's all sunny and bright. You get your day started, and then and then it rains. That's what you want. That would be the perfect world. Let's see. Good morning, Elizabeth. Yeah, technology. We're lucky to have it, right? And occasionally that means it has to update when you're supposed to be doing what you're doing. And this little computer is such a booger. Let's go ahead and put this up here. https:// Denver Guitar Orchestra. I'm trying to teach Google that we're serious about this. And the way you do that is you tell Twitter, and then Twitter tells Google. And then Google says, oh, they must be serious. We will move them up in the rankings. This is a strange little world we're living in. Let's play some music. Rain, what's that? I know, right? In Colorado, we have had a terrible struggle with very underperforming rains. And we don't remember what it is anymore. We did get a little bit of snow over the last week, but not Colorado type snow. This was sort of New Mexico type snow, right? Just a little bit. I don't know why this old plywood guitar is still my favorite one. Of all of them I have, I got a couple that are pretty nice. This is the one I want to play. I don't know. Every time I get it out, I'm like, all right, I get to play the plywood guitar. All right, let's see. Eugene freaks out at the Eugene freaks. Well, because you guys don't get much, right? And so when it does show up, it's you don't have like we have all these plows and sand and machinery to handle it, and so when we don't get it, we're sad. But when you was it one time a couple of years back, Seattle got an inch of snow and they had to close everything, and people were laughing at them. So, all right, let's get going. You guys aren't telling me where we left off. I think we're going to play We Wish You a Merry Christmas. That's what I think we're starting with, right? Well, you'll tell me if that's incorrect. Let's see. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And guys, this weekend I'm hoping every night to get a certain amount of writing done and posting and that sort of stuff, and we'll see if I get any of it done. But I do intend over the weekend to put up the last bit of cleaned up music before the holiday. And so while we weren't necessarily meeting next week, we're going to keep pushing out sheet music, and mostly I'm working on finishing cleaning up my books, and I like to add, make them as pretty each year as possible. And I made some pretty substantial changes to the layouts of stuff. And a couple of key changes and so on. So I do want to get all of that posted up for you. So you got more Christmas music coming, just so you know. But the big key is, hey, do I know what I'm doing when I'm playing? That's the big focus, right? And then once you know what you're doing, you don't necessarily need me, right? I mean, we can get rid of Gary sooner, and that's probably better. Let's play We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Let's do the chords first. It's a 3-beat pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a... I'm going to run into a problem here. I just realized I don't have my foot thing going. All right. I got it going. I just didn't put it on my foot. All right. Here we go. Sorry. From the top. 1, 2. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bring us some figgy pudding now. Bring us some figgy pudding now. Bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. Good tidings through you to where and Yorkin. I don't know how it goes. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. How'd we do? Let's do it one more time. That was kind of fast, right? And I'm doing an arpeggio pattern, which makes it sound pretty. Let's go back a little bit slower and do it just strumming. If you were getting together with your family. 1, 2. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll bring us some figgy pudding now. Bring us some figgy pudding now. Bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Two different feelings, two different sort of right hand approaches. Same, everything was the same, right? I still can't sing. I can still basically get most of the chords on. And one's strumming, one's plugging. Get a very different texture. That's what you're always trying to think about as a musician yourself. Hey, which way do I want to do it? I'd say this song, obviously, measures 11 and 12 are the two that show up and sort of punch you in the face. Just remember bar and E minor shape in front. Good tidings we bring 2, and then try very hard not to get too excited leaving this one, right? Just add your middle finger and drop these two guys. You and your, right? So that's the key, is if you can get that bar on. If you see that coming, I would give up on that D chord in measure 10 real early. Good tidings to you. Good tidings we bring, sorry. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin, right? And so I might even just do single strums on those until I get back to the A chord in measure 13 to give myself some wiggle room in terms of, oh my gosh, I don't want to die here. And so I think especially newer musicians, and I was certainly this way, I'm like, well, there has to be 3 beats in every measure. And so I'm going, good tidings we, and then by the time I need to get my F minor chord on, we're already 2 or 3 beats into the piece. And then 2, and then I got to move again. You and your kin. And so when you see messy stuff coming up, there you have 2 thoughts in your head as a newer player. Obviously, your goal is to get everything perfect. You're never going to get there. It's a North Star. We are always shooting to perfection. But what you're really thinking about as a musician is, what can I realistically do in this moment in time? And so if I... by the way, my garage door opener, which I don't leave in the car anymore because we've had a few garage door opener thefts, is sitting in my pocket. And the guitar is sitting on top of the garage door opener. It's like trying to noodle around to find the place. What I'm trying to say is, you don't need to do good tidings we bring to you and your kin. You want to, but you may not be able to. So the first thought is, be on the correct chord at the first beat. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas. So you might just do 1 strum in those measures, 10, 11, 12, and even into 13, to just reduce the amount of chaos and terror that comes from having those 2 chords sitting there. The other thing, too, is also... it is perfectly legitimate to skip chords. So let me give you the example. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas. Just don't do them, right? It probably depends on the situation. If you are playing for people who are listening to you and trying to just be very proud of you, you probably would rather not skip them. If you're sitting around the house, everybody's got eggnog, and you're leading the sing along, you can skip chords, especially when there's double, triple, quadruple chords in every measure. Let them go. All right, let's play the melody. 1, 2. Let me get the right notes, and it'll sound a whole lot better. 1, 2. Okay, a little bit of study suggestion here. I consistently missed the same exact thing on all 3 times it came up. So this business here, going from measure 4 into measure 5. Don't know why, but I missed it both times through, and then I missed the exact same measure down here at measure 20. So as a musician, I'm like, okay, I can play the whole song, except clearly for that moment. So then I would want to go through and say, all right, what's happening in measure 4 that I keep missing? Oh, wish you a merry. It's that motion right there. Getting to that 30 on the second string is what I kept blowing. So I would work on that. Okay, so bum bum. So bum 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 bum. So then I got that cleared up, theoretically. Right? Find those places, play it at whatever pace that you can play the majority of the tune, and then go back and find those places where you keep wiping out and then work on those. The other place that I wiped out big time, measure 15, it's got that 5. Sure as heck I hit a 6, right? And so what I want to do there is the chord melody, the tough acts, actually is much easier to play at that moment. But the melody, you still need to be able to play the melody. And so at that point, I'm like, all right, the reason I missed it, I went here. Well, one, I've been using a larger guitar at home. This is almost a 3/4 size. This is a relatively small guitar. And so I've been using a little bit bigger one at home. I've been using my full size at home for practice, and the frets are farther apart. So it probably would have been okay on the bigger guitar, but on this guitar, I overshot it and gave you a 6. And you're like, ow, that hurts, right? And then I was late because of that sad note sound. I was late to getting here. So I would double check that I know. And then that measure, I'm going to want to look away at my guitar and see where the 5th fret is, right? So I want to have the rest of that measure memorized. Oh, it's just all 2s, okay? And then that will give me time to get my eye back on the paper, okay? So let's play it one more time. Let's see if I can get them right, okay? 1, 2, 2-beat counting. 1, 2. Very nice. Okay. Now, last thought on melody playing. I play the entire thing with my thumb. Okay. So I got the left hand now figured out. All right, I'm good. Okay. The only other thing that I might want to do, you don't probably, this is something to be taken in small doses, is I am, and trying every other note to hit I am. I'm very good at talking about it. I'm very bad at doing it. Okay. So, and you can start with M and then go to I, or you can start with I and go to M. It doesn't really matter. It's just another activity to make you a better guitar player. Again, you're just the only place on the guitar is your elbows right, your arm is right here. Okay, and you've got this nice claw on. You got the guitar in good position, sitting on your lap quite happily, right? And then you are going to be thinking about, all right, I just want to play exactly what I played, but instead of that, index, middle, be much slower. Okay, go. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I was reasonably successful. But that's one of those longer term activities that you really want to be working on, especially on a little bit easier song where you're just index, middle. What happens is inevitably you play a weird string crossing, and your tendency is to either hit 2 index fingers or 2 middle fingers. And again, it takes a while to get that comfy. I clearly am not that comfy with it. It is something I'm working on in my personal practices. Yeah, I am, and then obviously long term you'll be starting to switch into am I, and then A. This is they call this A. You'll start working on M A. I would put that off for a while. I would probably wait until you're pretty good at these two. Okay. Finally, chord melody. Let's put it together. 1, 2. Okay. So that's one way to do it, right? Just nice thumb all the way down through. Let's go back through, if you're ready, and try playing play your claw all the way through. You may have already done that. Let's do it that way and just see the difference in playability. And then, of course, obviously, if this is like that, this is a pretty hard thing to do. You're still working on melody because melody leads into tough acts. So once you get comfy with melody, tough acts is going to make a lot more sense. I'm going to try claw all the way through. One of the things you notice when I'm playing thumb, I have a tendency to sort of anchor my hand over the guitar. Not ideal. You're not really supposed to be touching this. This is supposed to be sacred territory. I have found over time that I just want to enjoy playing a little bit, and I'm okay with possibly touching the top of my guitar. But when you play claw, you really don't. Okay, from the top. 1, 2. completely different textures, right? So we spent a lot of time on this one song today, but I think it's the procedure that we're going through on this song is true for every song in the book. So you go through, study your chords, study your melody, try everything in all these different ways until you're finding your skill set, just getting comfy with all of the ways. And that way, when you get to any particular song, you already have a full toolbox of stuff that's ready to go and will make you, make you sound pretty impressive. Let's go to a Silent Night. Silent Night. This song sounds great on everything, but I think particularly on guitar, it just sounds like that's supposed to be on a guitar. And so let's again take a quick survey of everything in the piece of music. I can't sing, so here we go. Grab your chords. 1, 2, sa. It's in 2. Before I start counting, I should look at the meter. 1, 2. Silent night. Holy night. All is calm. All is bright. Like a cowboy. Round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Silent night. Holy night. All is calm. All is bright. Round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. It's a 12 pattern, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. P. Okay, so we go from a 6 pattern, which usually works, unless you're in 6/8, to a 12 pattern where you're really trying to really knock these out. Silent night, holy night, right? And so, if you get this steady, where it's just on autopilot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then all you have to do is sing. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Right, and so that's a 12 pattern, which is also very similar to doing an 8 pattern in a 4/4 time. Doing a 12 pattern in a 6/8 time is almost always going to work out pretty well. You want to slow the song down overall so that you have time to keep your finger picking, what they call it, finger picking. Keep that steady. All right, melody. This one's lovely, right? Beware down on page 2. It's going to turn out to get pretty exciting pretty fast. You want to be in 5th position probably. 1, 2. and another one where you might go back and practice index, middle, because it's nice and slow and peaceful, and you know how the song goes. It gives you a great opportunity just to practice that. Okay. And I do think that is practice. I don't necessarily know. I think arpeggio picking is a lot better for rehearsing a song. But in terms of just practicing a skill set, I think you go grab a melody and it's index, middle, index, middle, index, middle, index, middle. And then you go back through middle, index, middle, index, middle, index, middle, index. All right. Last thing, let's play how are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing fine. Let's play this 3 times through. That's how many times it's written. And let's try that you try, if you're on tough axe, try your thumb one time, try your claw one time, and then the third time, do whatever you want. Okay. If you're on melody, try thumb, and then if you want to be super brave, try doing your index and middles, right? And of course, if you're working on your chords, and sometimes we give chords because we're instrumentalists. Sometimes we don't spend enough time on chords. Not a bad idea to be practicing just this or this. What advantages is using IM? It's when you get to classical music, okay, and all of I guess not everybody's going to get to classical music because not all of you are interested in classical music. Classical music is definitely, it lives in this little silo out in the middle of a field. Here's classical music on guitar. And what happens in classical music on guitar is it's shockingly beautiful, right? It's absolutely gorgeous. It is a small group of people who do it, like a suspiciously small group of people, and they almost always come from academia. And the problem is the good classical guitar music was written 300 years ago, 200 years ago, 100 years ago, and then now the music they're writing for it is just designed to be hard to play. So that's a weird place to be. Second, guitars are not loud enough to play with the rest of the classical musicians, so they have to be amplified in electronics and all this stuff. And so classical musicians are like, I don't really know if I want to hang out with you because we have to plug you in. So they end up kind of siloed over here doing this amazing, beautiful thing, but they don't necessarily go in with all the rest of this stuff. Meanwhile, piano players, heck yeah, you're going to play classical music from day one. You're going to play that, and so on guitar, you can kind of decide if you want to get there or not. But if you get there, you absolutely, positively have to play with claw style, and you have to play. Most of the melody stuff will be here. The principal reason for playing that over thumb is it's much faster. You can go, let me put on the chord. That's much faster than. So it gives you the ability to be way, 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 way fast down the road. We do use that system in finger style, right? The stuff that we play here, you do end up wanting to do your claw. As the speed of the piece, as you get that up to full speed, your thumb's not going to cooperate. It's not going to be satisfactory. But usually we fake it out by keeping the melodies sort of easy to get along with, and then using the rest of these fingers as decoration in between the melody notes. So certainly with my arrangements, I will tell you, in 100% of the cases, you're not 100, probably 95% of the cases, you're going to be just fine playing thumb. You're going to sound beautiful. You're going to be very happy with your progress. But as you approach higher level finger style and then into classical guitar, you have to be able to play with the claw because you have to be fast. And that's what this is about. It makes you faster. I am not that guy, but there you can get this where this sounds every bit as beautiful as just playing with your thumb at a much higher rate of speed. And you'll see the high-level classical guitar players, that's exactly what they do. High-level now finger style is a tiny bit different because we use metal strings for the most part. But with classical music, you've got to be fast. You want to be beautiful. You want these two fingers to sound every bit as strong and beautiful as your thumb, and that just takes practice. So yeah, principal advantage is speed. The second principal advantage is it does really set you up for playing the classical repertoire. The higher end stuff, and if you ever get there, send me a postcard, let me know how it's going for you. It's definitely not it's definitely a worthwhile goal, right? And so it's not necessary, but it's one of those things that, hey, I like one more tool in my toolbox. I am, all that toolbox stuff is nice. All right, 3 times through, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, from the top, 1, 2, two beat counting. 1, 2. That's a good song. That's a good song. All right, you guys are supposed to remind me when you come in what song we left on. So tomorrow, when you walk in, you say where you're from, what the weather is, and that we are going to play Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring. And guys, again, with Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, I would be thinking about that as a melody piece, not necessarily a chord melody piece. I will be playing it as a melody piece because I haven't quite. It goes too fast to get all of those extra notes in, and I haven't been working on it that way, so I will do that. All right, Evelyn, I'll see you in harmonica class. We do harmonica, baritone ukulele, regular ukulele, hard ukulele. So keep coming around, and we're gonna just keep playing guitar music until we push Carlos Santana off the stage. Right? That's our plan. So hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Pauline, thank you. Nancy, good to see you. Let's see. That's it. That's all I know. So have a wonderful day, you guys, and I will see you down the road. Thanks, Elizabeth.